with the blessings of the goddess of knowledge, we take this privilege of starting the proceedings of this 5-day long FDP. I request Dr. UP Singh sir to kindly give the welcome address. Dr. UP Singh sir.
Good morning, all of you. First of all, I would like to welcome all the participants who have spared their valuable time to join this meeting. This is our online faculty development program on plastic waste management, challenges and opportunities. In this program, I would like to welcome our eminent speakers, Ekta Narayan, Director, Business Development, Mr. B.K. Sister Hossain, eminent preachers, Brahma Kumaris. I would like to also welcome Shalini Goyal Bhalla, MD, International Council for Circular Economy, Shri Rajiv Dwivedi ji, Director, TTRC, Loya Corporation, Dr. Sameer Joshi ji, Honorary Treasurer, Indian Plastic Institute, Lovesh Ahuja, VP, Government Affairs, Asian Subcontinent. I also welcome Captain Stendra Vidya, Navy veteran, Mr. Imtiaz Ali, Project Director, Sathak Santanam, Dr. Medhana, Director, Rudra Environmental Solution, India Limited, Sarang Ambedkar, Managing Director, Feel Good Eco Nature LLP, and Dr. Samita Mohanty, Principal Scientist, CPET, LARPM, Bhubaneswar. And also welcome Shri Krishna Valachandran, Program Manager, Project, UNDP. Thank you very much.
And welcome to all the participants and the faculty members who are joining today in this program, which is starting on the plastic waste management, challenges and opportunities. This program, I would like to give a brief about why this topic is very significant as on the today scenario. I'd like to highlight that how it is relevant to everyone who are participating in this program. As we all know that the plastic materials are being used in the variety of applications. Not we see every area of the field in every application there is plastics. Plastic is playing very vital role in all sectors, whether we take the automobile sector because of the or we take the packaging, we take the electronics, or we take the any digital, any area we just see, and the plastic has the major role as on today. The role of the plastic is coming because it has got a very diversified characteristics in terms of its property, in terms of the uh, property which can be tailored according to the applications. Its properties can be modified, it can be easily processed, and it can be easily used, and for that purpose it finds places the applications. And this versatile characteristic of this material is basically making it its growth uh, in every sector, and whether it is changing, yeah, affecting or improving the quality of the life by using the plastic, whether if in any of the sector it is. If we account that it is being used in the automobile sector, then it is definitely it has got certain advantage, design advantage, flexibility of design, lightweight, and fuel efficiency of the vehicle is possible because of the plastics. And affordability, cost, everything is possible because of this. If we see in the similar way in the packaging sector, the life of the quality of the life has greatly affected this plastic material. And to meet the very specific type of packaging requirement, or with a very specific type of electrical characteristics, specific automobile application, aerospace applications, these plastics are being modified and used to meet the requirement of the end use applications. So what is happening, that two things are happening because of this, that its versatility and the ability to be modified to suit the different applications requirement. But day by day, its consumption is increasing, and in the every sector it is increasing. It is finding more and more applications, and so what is happening is each application has got its end use life. It has got from single time use to the long time use. So depending upon the type of applications, the plastics which have been used as a product, very oftenly it becomes a waste. It comes in its purpose of the for which it was made. Its purpose gets fulfilled and it comes in the form of the waste. And now the material has to be reused or it has to be discarded. Now this recyclability of this material is another great advantage, that the major categories of plastics which are normally we refer is a thermoplastic, is a recyclable, and other category which is not non-recyclable. But most of the applications, very high percentage of application is in thermoplastics, which are being recycled. And once these materials are coming in the waste stream, and the materials are in the very much modified form because of to meet the requirement, end user requirement, they are modified, and then once they are used, they are thrown away. It becomes a challenges for those material to recollect, recover those material, properly recycle and reuse them, recycled material, and those recycled materials are again becomes a source of material. Means the material which is basically coming from the source of material, it becomes comes in use, and again it by the process of recycling we are able to generate again the plastics, which becomes the raw material for for another cycle for another applications. So all these things are very challenging in the terms of when the materials are very complex in the nature, because some of the plastics are used in a very simple in the plain form way where the 100% is one material. But there are some places where the single material is not used, but rather is a combination of material in the form of composites and in the form of different forms. More than one materials are brought together and they are used so that they achieve the desired characteristics. And such material, when it is to be recycled with the variety of material, once it goes in the waste stream and all waste get mixed up, then it becomes the big challenge that those mixed material are to be separated, then they are to be properly treated and then recycled, and then recycled materials are again used, because every material has got a different temperature, melting temperature. Material has got different characteristics. Some material may be melted together, but some few materials they cannot be melted together because they are not compatible to each other. For that reason, these challenges becomes much more big, and for that purpose, it is important that we know how these materials can be segregated, how they can be processed, how they can be cleaned, and before they are recycled, how they are whole process is modified, a whole process is how is made in such a way that the good quality of recyclate is generated. Because the value of the recycled material depends upon how good quality of material, how neat and clean material, how free from the contaminations the material is recycled. And for that purpose, there are so many techniques, so many methods are applied, and this is a one which is many times is challenges in the terms of environment, is challenges to the recycler, that how they segregate, how they identify different material at the source before they go for the recycling. And many times materials are in the one, like suppose we see say any packaging film, which are used in a variety of packaging, food packaging, medical packaging and all, where one layer material will be another layer. This is a multi-layer film, for example, is having a different materials, and such materials and then many times to achieve certain permeability property, their metallized coating is also done. So it becomes, once they are coming for recycle, all these materials are different in one laminated film or one multi-layer film has a big challenge. How better way with the qualitative way it can be recycled. For that purpose, so many there are our expert, so many lecture. It has this entire program has been divided where the domain expert, the area experts, people are there who are going to give the talk which will be very much helpful, and through the faculties which will be upgraded with these informations, which are normally in the people look into the very much in one aspect of the plastic, but the other aspect of plastics are that the way we see that one side it become, there is an energy saving. If today we can imagine that if the plastic is not there, the lot of environmental issue, the amount of environmental issue it is creating today, the almost the similar amount of environmental protection it is being made. lot of your forest deforestation is being prevented because of this. Otherwise, today there would have been no forest. The furnitures, people would have cut the trees and all. Papers, it is substitute to the papers. So we are looking at one side is the negative aspect, other side is had got a lot of positive aspect, means it protects to the environment, a lot of energy conservation, a lot of energy saving is there. Today, if we see that to process a metal material, which is now replaced by many applications with the plastics, the conversion cost, energy consumption in the conversion of the plastic into the product vis-a-vis the metal product. A lot of energy saving is there, which consumes, say for example, a metal has to be melted, say 700, 800, 1000 degree temperature, whereas to process them. But whereas the material is in the range of 200 to 300 degrees centigrade, it is so a lot of energy saving. So many times when the faculties or people see that, because it is being read in the newspapers and many articles, that one aspect of the plastic comes, but other aspect of the plastic is not coming. So here the idea is that to split and call to the different experts who will be giving the lecture in the entire session, will give the in focus in detail, and it will be helpful to you to know better about the plastics process and better way of the process and how the environmentally it is better. Other side is that this is the challenges which I am talking, and same time there is an opportunity that this as I mentioned that a lot of plastics is being used, and today there is not a single sector left out where the plastics are not used. If we get up today morning till the evening, you can see that we cannot live without the plastic today. So as the amount of the plastic in the different sector is used, it is coming into the waste stream very quickly. Some single-use plastic will come very quick. In one time they are used, it is coming. Some plastics are used for few months. Some plastics will be in certain application for a week. Some plastics for the year. Some plastic for 10 years. So there are different types of plastic in the different applications. So the waste stream of different plastic comes in the different life, different time period. So a lot of waste is coming because of the packaging is now, because it is mostly the packaging is a single time use. So in the packaging, the plastic come very quickly in the waste stream, and it becomes important that they are recycled. So in our view that this material, when the consumption other side is increasing very high, with there is again then opportunity, because see the plastic is other aspect of the plastic, that you know that it is plastic is being made from the petroleum sources. Most of the sources are petroleum sources, which converts into the polymer, and polymer to the plastics, and plastics to the, again it comes there. So this trend is basically becomes very means about just for, if the data wise if I talk, then that the plastics which we see, a lot of plastic, it is basically about 4 to 5% of the petroleum which is used in the various sectors. The plastic which converts into the plastic is about 4 to 5% of the total consumption, which is made in the plastics. So this plastics is basically coming from a natural sources, from the fossil fuels. It is a part of fossil fuels, and which is basically once the material is not recovered, it becomes a permanent loss which cannot be again created. So that is what, from the economy point of view, it is very important that entire amount of the plastic which is there, it is recovered either in the any form, maybe in the energy form, it may be in the again and again it is uses for. So here the important one aspect has been kept as the circular economy, which the expert is there who will be talking that the not a single it is a minimum wastage is made, and the entire plastic which has come into the waste stream is recovered, and its economy value is complete loop is formed. Other aspect is, which is the topic, is the challenges of the plastics, is the challenges in the waste recycling. There is a huge challenges, but there is the other side is the opportunity that the recyclers, for the recyclers, it is a good business as well, because the material is available at the low cost. The best technology can be employed. It can be converted into plastic granules. The way the best technique can be adopted, the better quality of granulate can be generated. And as the quality of granulate, by way of technology, by way of using the better know-how, the good quality of recyclate can be generated, and that adds to the economic value. So it is the opportunity for those who are looking their business in the recycling technology or recycling process, because here is the raw material is easily available. Only thing is that the proper technique, proper plant has to be installed, machineries are to be installed, best technique is to make it, so that from those granules again a good quality of product can be generated, which I have mentioned. Maybe some of things are left out. This all will be covered by our different experts during this entire session, and I am thankful for all of you to join and have the idea of about the plastics and about the perception. Sometimes the perception about the plastic is the way we tell, your perception may not be as on today, somewhere different. You can clarify your perceptions also, because everything has its positive aspect and the negative, but a lot of things are being perceptions are carried by different people, even those who are not in the plastic field. So with this, I once again thank you all of joining here, and my colleague Dr. Irfan, he has put a lot of efforts to connect you all, and hope that all other program, all the technical session will go well. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your guidance and elaborate introduction to the topics. We are just running short of time. I request Mishra sir to kindly address the gathering. The chief guest of the event, Professor R.M. Mishra, to kindly address the gathering.
Good morning, everybody. I welcome all participants for this faculty development program. As a part of knowledge spreading, Polymer Science has contributed a lot for society. Each and every sector of our economy is governed by uses and benefits of plastics and polymer. Now, it has become a trademark for development. Whatever countries consuming more plastic, they are considered as advanced country. In developing economy and developed economy, usage of plastic has grown manifold. In this scenario, there are certain uses of plastic which is used only one time. That is what we call as single-use plastic. Due to growing consumption of plastic, there is great need for society to look into controlling their consumption for single uses of plastics. Many times we go for unnecessary packaging. Of course, packaging adds value to product, But while addition of value, we need to use not bulk amount of packaging, rather we should go for smart packaging. Which should protect the product as well as give value addition to product. In such scenario, this program is going to help you a lot. Plastic faculty all over country is expected to take benefit of this faculty development program, and it will help all younger generation to provide right direction while uses of plastic with growth of industry and society at large. With these words, I wish all success of this faculty development program. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. And I am extremely thankful to all the dignitaries who were part of this inaugural program. As you are all aware, we have a live broadcast of the inaugural program that is being held from AICT headquarters. We'll connect you to the program right now. Please be
learning. And in fact, my last Monday address and my friends from academia. Every Monday I speak, and every Monday I ask myself a question as what can I really speak about same faculty development programs, which almost every Monday I have been addressing too. But then I realize that faculty development, or ensuring that we have faculty members who are not only committed, but they have core competencies, is probably one of the single most important thing in case we want to have much better quality deliverance in our technical education institutions. I have always been repeatedly saying it, that our entire ecosystem of learning has changed. It has become multi-institutional, multi-directional, highly collaborative, and not only two-directional, but multi-directional, where students are equal partners, not as mute spectators of receiving that knowledge, but also equal partners in creating that knowledge. So when we have this kind of learning teaching ecosystem with disruptive technological advancements, it is what is primarily needed out of us. So what is needed is that we keep on learning. And in fact, my last Monday address, I had said it, that the World Economic Forum, in consultation with McKinsey, carried out a research, and where they have declared that this time, when over 1 billion jobs has been lost in past 2 years to technological disruptions, it is a re-skilling emergency. When we talk about re-skilling emergency, it means it is an emergency where we all need to look inward and understand what it needed out of us in today's context, in today's availability of technology enabled teaching, learning, or if I may say, way of life. So learning itself a skill, unlocking the mindset and skills to develop, it can really boost personal and professional lives and deliver a competitive edge. The call for individuals and organizations from both to invest in learning and development has never been so more demanding than this time. And I have already said it, that it has become a re-skilling emergency. AICTE, in its endeavor to ensure that quality education is delivered, has taken several initiatives. Atal, we very fondly call it. It is AICTE's Training and Learning Academy. It is an in-depth faculty development program where faculty members are trained in various core and niche areas, be it IoT, be it machine learning, robotics, blockchain management, and artificial intelligence, virtual and augmented reality, and so on and so forth. We have another faculty development program where our faculty members are trained on pedagogical skills. They are trained on newer set. They are trained on assessment patterns. So now when we talk about learning and learning, so what is it which is required? You know, this particular article, which I have been talking about for past 2 weeks by McKinsey, and you know, supported and funded by the World Economic Forum, it says that decade of research experience working as talent and learning professionals, it explores the core mindset and skills of effective learners. People who master these mindset and skills become much more better learners, and they have coined the word from them, they become intentional learners. So what is that? We need to have that intentional learning mindset. It has to be a core, structured, designed mindset where our faculty members tell ourselves that they need to learn. They need to learn continuously, comprehensively. They need to learn their core subject. They need to learn their delivery mechanism, their instructional mechanism, their attitude. They have to be even mentors. They have to be psychometrically available to all the students to make sure that their students are groomed into holistic individuals. So when we talk about becoming absolutely intentional learner, so unlocking intentionality, formal learning opportunities account for a very small percentage of learning of professional needs. And this is one such thing where we need to have a structured learning in a matrix of pre-decided 5 days course where our experts have been training and teaching our faculty members in the core and niche areas. So we have to foster learning by adjusting our critical mindsets, continuously telling ourselves that we need to learn, we need to innovate, not for progress, not for future, not for development, but for our sheer existence, and continue to remain relevant in today's availability of paradigm shift in teaching learning mechanism. So we need to adopt a growth mindset. AICT has been doing wonderfully well. This Atal Academy, sir, if I may tell you, and to all our coordinators, it was recognized worldwide for granting and training largest number of teachers last year. And this year, our objective is that we would at least be training 2 lakh faculty members. But AICT can only work effectively, much more efficiently, when our coordinators make sure that these faculty development programs are actually carried out with earnest honesty and with absolute dedication, leaving no room for lethargy or any kind of backlayed or laid back attitude where learning has been compromised. So our entire focus is on learning. I call upon all of my coordinators and request each one of them that they must make sure that in this endeavor of AICTE, with their complete dedication, they ensure that our faculty members are trained in the core competencies with world-class experts. Now we would be very, very eager to listen to our member secretary, sir, and our Honorable Kalra, sir. With these, I once again request each one of you, all my faculty members, to make sure that they really, really learn, give us valuable feedbacks. We are also trying to do a peer review assessment of all these faculty development programs to ensure that these are actually quality development. Thank you so very much, and all the very, very best to all our faculty members who are attending these faculty development programs. Now I would request our member secretary, Rajiv Kumar sir, to say a few words about AICTE and Atal Academy faculty development.
Thank you, madam. You set the agenda rightly.
Thank you, madam.
May I start?
Kalra sir, kindly, he is seeking your permission. I think, sir, you can go ahead, please.
Okay. Okay. Respected Prem Karla ji, Director, Dalbagh Society, and I have worked with Professor Karla in various meetings. So I have a great association in all type of things. He's a wonderful man, human being, and a great researcher and dedicated and professional also. Sir, thank you very much being associated in this program, inauguration program of 62 Atal FDPs that are being inaugurated today. Directors and coordinators of various institutions and the 62 faculty development programs which are being inaugurated today. My friends from AICTE, Mamta Rani Agrawal ji, Dr. Amit Datta ji, Dr. Girdhari Lal ji, faculty members, very warm good morning to each and everyone. As you know, and as already pointed out and shared by our advisor Mamta Rani ji, that last time we set an world record by conducting and by training around 150,000 faculty members. And this time the target is even larger. Now, when the target is larger, then there are challenges also. And challenges in terms of quality, in terms of involvement of the faculty, because a lot of online programs are being conducted, not only the FDPs, everywhere, every university, every institution, they are conducting various type of activities where it is classes. So online programs, they have become a challenge also to maintain the quality and to keep the attendance and as well as involvement of the participants in such programs. So that is a challenge also for AICTE as well as for all other institutions and the coordinators also. So for that, I have a simple suggestions, and that we have exercised in various other faculty development programs. We are conducting faculty development programs for human values, where we are training our faculty to conduct induction programs and to run human value programs in their university. So what we have identified, we have taken, there is a provision in each and every platform to give a small quiz, just to keep our participant attentive, whether they are in the program or where they are paying more attention to the program, or they are at all not putting any attention to this program. So there is a provision of quiz. So my request to all the coordinators that they can plan, they can give a small quiz, maybe a trivial one after 20 minutes, half an hour, 35 minutes, they can decide on their own. And that will make all the participants attentive, and they will also think that anytime the quiz may come. And the participation in quiz ensures the attendance of the participants in the FDP. So this type of methodology can be utilized or adopted by our coordinators, and they can also innovate, and they can find out how they can involve their faculty members. But the definitely challenge is very, very big. And as far as quality is concerned, content should be of the international standards, because most of the faculty, they have already attended one part of any of the faculty program. So now they are aspiring for the better quality, better standard of the program. So our coordinators, they have the challenge now to ensure the quality of the contents and the quality of the speakers also. They have to have more speakers from the industry, because this is also a challenging task to arrange faculty members for resource persons from the industry. So my appeal, my request to all the coordinators, please try to have speakers, resource persons from the industry, and if you can bring some part of the, you cannot bring the hands-on part, if you can show some videos on that application of that content, then it will make more enjoyable to our participants. Apart from these faculty development programs, we have taken various initiatives. We are sharing on each and every platform, and one of them is the writing of books in regional languages and translation of the books. This year, Professor Kalra, I would like to share, we have given permission to run technical programs in the regional languages, and few institutions, they have come forward, we have given permission to them, but the problem was contents, material. So we have taken that initiative. We have ensured that first year books, before the commencement of the next academic session, they are available to colleges and to our students in their languages in which they want to continue their studies. So this initiative we have taken. We have also developed a tool which we call translation tools, where we are converting these lectures on SWAYAM in the regional languages, where in all regional languages. So that initiative we have, and we are at the advanced stage in this translation. Apart from that, another initiative that AICTE has taken, that is the teachers training program. So there are two types of this program. One is the teachers who are entering in the technical education. Within 5 years, they have to complete that teachers training program. In this teachers training program, there are 8 modules. And these modules, they are taken over, they have been prepared by the knitters. 4 knitters in the country, they have prepared these knitters, and they are available on as a MOOCs courses. They are available as a MOOCs courses, and the examination of these 8 modules, it is conducted by the NTA, National Testing Agency. So these 8 modules, basically they are teaching pedagogy and examination, conduct of ethics, and all such things. They are the part of the modules. So this is first part of this comprehensive teachers training program. Second part is that they have to do some internship for 1 month in a nearby industry. And third part is that they have to teach under the mentorship of some senior faculty members. So after completion of all these three parts, and they are eligible for their further promotions. But those who have already completed 5 years, for their further promotions, we have also designed these some MOOCs courses. The NITers, they are working on that, and very soon we are going to launch these MOOCs also. So for further promotion from assistant professor to associate professor to professor. So all such modules, they are going to be ready, and we are going to launch these modules very soon. So this was the another thing. And for the faculty members, we have instituted one award, that is Vishwakarma Teachers Award, Best Teachers Award. And last year we awarded, nationally we awarded 12 teachers from the technical institutions. Basically, there are 25 awards, but we are not compromising. We have decided unless until the teachers, they qualify our parameters, we will not select for the award. So this year the process is on. Soon we will award this, we will declare this Vishwakarma Best Teachers Award also. And another big initiative that we have taken to empower our students, girls students, that is the Pragati Scholarship. We are providing a scholarship of 50,000 per annum to our girls students, those who are entering in the technical education. There are seats earmarked for each and every state, and I request all the coordinators and the directors, those who are attending this program. This year we got very good response, because we are not disseminating this information to our students, but this year the response was good, and we were able to disseminate this information to the deserving girls students. And we have already awarded this scholarship. Probably girls from your institute might have received this amount, 50,000 in their bank account. Another initiative that AICTE has taken, that is the internships. And on 25th, we are celebrating internship day also, where we have prepared a portal where government departments, small company, MSMEs, and the large companies, they are posting their internship, and it is a matchmaking type of portal. Students get internship of their choice in their in their place of their choice, as well as in the area of their choice also. So this type of portal is available, and we are celebrating internship day on 25th. I request through this medium, please join this internship day and see what is happening, how you can facilitate your students in providing the internship also. And apart from that, various things which have been mentioned in the this NEP, they have been incorporated, and we have started most of the things 3 years back also, and now they are part of the NEP. And the most important thing which I will like to share is that the multidisciplinary culture among the institutions. For that, our institutes have to work hard, and we are facilitating them. We are we have given provision for the merging of the institution to create a multidisciplinary culture among institutions, and they can also start various courses which are not part of the AICTE mandate in their institution. This facility we are providing to our institution to create a multidisciplinary culture. Now, another thing is the credit transfer and entry and exit. We are also working on credit transfer and entry and exit, because we see that 40% courses institutions can take from MOOCs, students can take from the MOOCs. But the credit transfer and entry and exit, UGC has come out with a framework, but framework will be a broad guidelines, and the institutions have to work hard internally, devise their own mechanism, how they will consider the credits, for which one of the easiest way will be to have a MOU with the friendly institutions, so that they can consider their credits. So this mechanism, it has to be evolved by the institutions, and those who are having autonomy, probably I think they must be working in this direction. And one more thing is that the academic bodies, because when this NEP is implemented, these academic bodies, they should be very, very dynamic. If you linger on the decision for 10 days, the purpose of this NEP is defeated. So the role of the institution and the academic bodies is very, very important. And I hope the institutions which are, I have seen many institutions, they have moved forward, way forward in this direction. But those who have not started, it is the time that we can think and we can move forward, whether it is credit transfer, entry and exit. We are also evolving a procedure how a student completing 1 year with additional courses can be given a certificate, or after 2 years can be given a diploma with additional courses. So this type of discussion is going on at various levels, at whether it is UGC, whether it is AICT or at the ministry. But the ultimate thing which is to be done at the institute level, at the university level. So with all these words, I thank all the participants, all the coordinators for joining this program. I also thank Prem Karla ji, and I will get this opportunity to hear to him today also. Namaskar, sir. Namaskar.
Thank you so very much, sir, for bringing out such an extensive and comprehensive what activities about AICT and what AICT has been doing to empower its stakeholders, whether it is teachers or it is students or it is institutions. We are very delighted and very privileged that Professor Prem Kumar Kalra kindly consented to grace this occasion as the chief guest. Professor Kalra, presently director of Dayal Bagh Education Institution, it is deemed to be university. Prior to this, Professor Kalra had rendered a yeoman service to the Indian Institute of Technology, Jodhpur, Rajasthan, as its founder director. He was head of the Department of Electrical Engineering at IIT Kanpur. He also served as Dean Resource Planning and Generation, again at IIT Kanpur. Professor Kalra has done his graduate level education from Dayal Bagh. In the United States for some time, Professor Kalra joined the department contributions in the fields of neural networks. Professor Kalra, in various IITs. Sir,
who have joined this program, it's my privilege to address all of you today. And what I'm going to talk about is very briefly, I believe in basically three trinities. One is that the faculty development program should develop physical, mental, and spiritual aspects of all faculty. That's the most critical part. Secondly, it should also lead to development of different committees with AICT. People are very positive. People are looking for positive changes. And the new initiative which the Dayal Bagh Educational Institute has taken, I think I should share that. Because with online education for last 2 years, we are taking now steps that can we teach using music? Can we teach using Nukkad Nataks? Can we teach using Kathputli? But like, how do you bring in performing art and visual art as a teaching tool? And India is rich culturally for performing art and visual art. Shanti Niketan was one beginning of such aspects. So Dayal Bagh Educational Institute has also taken the step to establish how do you break boundaries of classrooms, which online interfaces of department. And today AICT has taken a very bold step, and I congratulate AICT real life solutions. And those real life solutions one can find out without these subjects also. But one should have an aptitude, and that aptitude one can examine and people can pick up and learn whatever they believe in learning. Like a media lab, what they do actually at MIT is they take, sticking to the old road. Because for, basically there was so my jobs. Second was coach, center of art, culture and heritage. How do you bring it together? Very few people are looking art, culture and heritage or art, beauty and creativity as part of engineering. But until unless you create an aesthetics in engineering products, it becomes very, very difficult to actually market them. I remember my Boeing trip in 2008. Interiors of the plane, they have created a new department which was looking at it, and no engineer was there. They were all actually from the aesthetics and beauty and creativity specializations, and they were interacting with engineers and changing their mindset how to look at things, which is very, very important. So I think we have to have a much broader definition of engineering as per se, and the development of faculty also we should do in a very, very broad sense. I think I'm very happy to hear Mrs. Mamta Agarwal and Professor Rajiv Kumarji, that you are actually talking about values, you are talking about qualities of teachers, you are trying to develop changing their mindsets, looking at the new way in faculty development program. Because faculty development program is not only about the subject, but developing a personality of a teacher, which influences the students in the classroom. So for my sake, actually, if people have to view it, you have to view it engineering in a very, very broad sense, so that it should become an inclusive discipline. And we should be able to take good lessons or the successful lessons from other streams of what's so-called today non-engineering areas, but with an integration of today technology everywhere, I don't think we can say that engineering can exclude any discipline. So I suggest everybody that the faculty development programs should be in all areas encompassing, whether it's art, because I have read recently there was a deep learning algorithm used to create a new painting and which got sold in millions of dollars. So now, until unless engineers know about art, they cannot actually produce a new painting. Similarly, one can create a new music. So which is what we call as a creative artificial intelligence today. So it's very, very important for us to create smart assistant, so that your time gets saved, you become more innovative, you become more creative, and you start appreciating society problems and solve them. And the AICT initiative for developing villages, I really, admire this kind of a step. And I think all the directors and coordinators of FDP and the participants should take advantage of a positive mood and a positive environment of AIC today. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for your inspiring words. I would just say, sir, one sentence that, the best school that is in Redwood County in the United States, it has no boundaries of the classroom. There is no curriculum which is well defined. There is no homework which is ever given, and there is no lesson plan. And, the whole wealth of the world is actually created in that 50 into 50 square miles of area. And that is the Silicon City of the United States. And that is the best school in the world. And I had the privilege of being in that school. When I asked the teachers that, how do you ensure that the homework is done? They said, we don't have a concept of a homework. And then I said, can I have a look at the curriculum? And they said, we don't have a fixed curriculum. And third, standards are actually developing programs in Java and Python. So probably, I think has been doing wonderfully well, whether it is in terms of faculty development or adoption of NEP in terms of multidisciplinary internship, everything, whatever I can think of, AICT has already done it, sir. Thank you so very much. But probably all of us need to look at education with a different perspective. My dear coordinators, you are our hope. You are our field agents. You are the agents of change. So the seriousness with which you do this program defines its quality. Kindly do it in a very committed and in a very, very honest, serious manner. Thank you so very much, sir. It's a privilege. Thank you so much, MS sir, that you have been so inspiring, so affectionate, and so cordial, and so guiding in everything. It's truly a privilege to work under visionary people a little far from you, Sir Agra, and then MS sir right here. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
So, sir, with the permission of the chair, we are concluding the program.
So this was the formal inauguration of the program from AICT headquarters. We'll be resuming our session, so it's almost 8 minutes late. So before we can take up on the session, which is scheduled for today, I would like to continue with the previous session, what had been left in the previous session, and it is like this FDP is actually the second in line, because we had done one FDP of similar nature in February, and there were a lot of people attached to that FDP also. Some of them might have taken up this also. But what I feel is that that was a very basic FDP, and this is an advanced level FDP. There are certain guidelines as set by the sponsoring agency, and one of the guidelines is that we'll be muting all the participants during live sessions, so that we don't have any disturbances in between. So therefore, if you have any questions in between, you can ask the questions through live chat. I'll be moderating most of the sessions, so I'll be taking the questions on your behalf and asking them to the respective speakers.
Financial assistance, and some of them also happens to be making you connect together towards the ultimate aim, which also is deriving from the national education policy, wherein India is continuously moving forward and to a pedestal or a platform wherein the country will be at the global hub of education in the times to come. That is exactly what is the ultimate aim of the national education policy. And if together we together have to do it, it has to be done in such a manner that it has seamless integration, so that none of us are in isolated steps which we are taking. That is exactly what
Okay, sorry for the disturbance. Attendance will be marked after every session through a Google form, which will be sharing in chat and WhatsApp group. Feedback shall be filled by participants through Atal website, wherein they have logged in or they have registered themselves. There is a link for feedback. Please do fill that. Unless and until that feedback is filled, you won't be able to get a certificate for the same. As a mandatory requirement, there will be a master quiz, which will be held by using a Google form, which will be at the end of the last session. And the top 3 performers in that test will be nominated, and participants will be able to get their certificates from the Atal website, and the certificates will be given only to those participants who have an overall attendance of more than 80%, and they have to secure 60% marks in the quiz. So we'll be trying to inculcate as much simplicity as possible, but we have to be very precise and we have to be very careful while we are listening to these sessions. All the questions will be based on the guideline on the session inputs, and as already Dr. UP Singh has already shared, we have some eminent personalities from different walks of life, wherein you'll see that almost none of them is from purely academic background. We have tried to incorporate people or invite people who are mostly from industries or who are the change makers themselves. Later in the day, we have Ekta Narayan. She has done extremely good work in digitizing the waste management. Tomorrow we'll be having Sister Hussain with us. She's an eminent personality in teaching yoga, mindfulness sessions. Then we have Shalini Goel. She is the Managing Director of the International Council for Circular Economy. She's the only lady, she has authored the only book that's available on circular economy in India. We have Rajiv Dwivedi, who's director of TTRC Lohia Group, and he has immense experience in practical aspects of waste management in developing international standards for the same. We have Samir Joshi and Lavesh and Captain Vedya, who are all warriors as far as waste management is concerned. Then we have change implementers like Imtiaz Ali, who's running an NGO that's ensuring that Indore, Bhopal stay as cleanest stays in the India. Then we have Dr. Meda. She's from Rudra Environment Solutions, an extremely great organization working in waste management. And we have some new entrepreneurs entering this field. Sharang is one such person who has got some incredible patents also for technology of converting waste to valuable items. Then we have Dr. S.N. Yadav from CPET, who has been involved since decades in formation of standards, guidelines in India on various aspects, including the plastic waste management and standards for recycling. Again, as most of the people think that biodegradable polymers are the change makers. So we have Dr. Smita Mohanty. She has an exclusive work on biodegradable plastics, on testing of biodegradable plastics. And finally, we'll be having Sri Krishna Balachandran, who is program manager and who's implementing various schemes in India along with Coca-Cola for controlling the waste that is arising out of retail and FMCG sectors. So we have eminent personalities on the sessions, are very enriching, and we have already shared the schedule in the YouTube this WhatsApp group. I urge people to please join the WhatsApp group who have registered for this FDP. I request them to join the WhatsApp group. If you are not able to join, we had sent an email to all of you. In that there was a WhatsApp joining link also. Please take care of that.